Welcome to week 2, holiday revamp. This is going to be a spicy week for you guys. It's going to be difficult, but that's why you're in this challenge. So, like always, I'm going to go through the equipment options and the non-equipment options for all 4 of your workouts. Here we go. Hustle number 1 is a ladder. So remember, you have a vocab list if you need to go back to figure out how to do some of these exercises. But a ladder is done like you would imagine climbing up a ladder and then climbing back down. So you're going to start with 1 rep for every exercise. Then you're going to do 2 for every exercise, then 3, then 4. Ideally, I would like you guys to get up to 10 and then work your way back down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have to modify to 5 or 7, however you can get through this, do it. All right, so let's get started. Dumbbell thruster, very similar to a squat and press. It's actually the same exact thing. So you're going to do squat and press. That's your first one. So remember, you're doing just 1 exercise, 1 rep, and then you're moving on to the next exercise, 1 rep, and keep going. So you have a dumbbell thruster, and then you have just a dumbbell squat. So you're here. I would just suggest leaving the dumbbells here because they're here for the thrusters anyway. Then you can drop this. You are going to do squat thrust. Then you're going to do a floor press, very similar to those dumbbell chest presses we did last time, right here on the floor. And then I think we have a plank shoulder tap. Sure do. So you're going to be in a plank position, come up, tap each shoulder once. That's 1 rep, okay? So you do that all exercises for 1, all exercises for 2, and keep going. Those of you who have non-equipment options, you guys are going to do an alternating lunge. So anytime you have a bilateral movement, you're going to do 1 rep on each side. So alternating lunges, you're going to do 1, 1, okay? Then squat thrust, then a push-up, and then a shoulder tap. So that's it. This hair. Do as many as you can. That's hustle number 1. Hustle number 2, you guys are gonna do a 200-meter run. So you guys, if you are at home with equipment, you guys are going to map out 200 meters on your treadmill, elliptical, bike, rower, anything that you have to your, there are things floating all around me. Anything that you have available to you. Then you're going to do 6 push-up renegade rows. So a renegade row with a push-up will look like this. Push-up, and then row, row. Ideally, you do this not with round dumbbells. If you have the flat dumbbells, those are better. If you don't feel like you're stable and you would prefer, you guys can do a push-up and then put 1 hand down, do a row, other hand down, and do a row. Okay, just so you're a little bit more stable. Next is a prisoner lunge. These are beautiful. You're just gonna take 1 weight overhead, straight up overhead, lunge back and back. Remember, bilateral exercise, you're gonna do 6 on each side. 6 push-ups, so we went over those last time, and 6 plank to toe tap per side. So this is different than a plank toe tap. I know it sounds crazy, but plank to a toe tap is where you're in a plank position and then you're moving into a toe tap. Okay, so you're here and you're crossing over to the opposite side. Okay, here, back to a plank, and back. This workout, by the way, is 5 to 10 rounds. So however you want to challenge yourself. The non-equipment side is the exact same, except the prisoner lunges, you won't have any weight overhead. You'll just be holding it up overhead. And the plank walk-ups, you are going to find something, I'm gonna move this over. Now this is pretty high. I wouldn't suggest using this as your plank walk-up. I would suggest using something maybe half this height. You could do it on like a step. You could do it on, if you have like a heavy box, obviously, laying around, or like a coffee table, or a chair or a couch, okay? But you're gonna be in a plank position here, and you're just gonna walk yourself up and back down, okay? If you can do this, great. If not, modify how high you are walking up. So that is Holiday Hustle holiday revamp number 2. Number 3 is a 20-minute EMOM, but it's every 2 minutes. So remember, you have a vocab list. An EMOM is every minute on the minute, but this one is going to be every 2 minutes on the minute. So what that means is you have a 20-minute EMOM, so you're going to set your timer for 20 minutes. You're going to be watching your clock. You can't just kind of put the timer on and walk away. So you should be able to navigate every 2 minutes. So start your timer, start the exercises. As soon as the timer gets to 2 minutes, you start again. When another 2 minutes comes around, so 4 minutes, you're gonna start again. So if you are finished with your exercises, you have the rest from the time that you finish your last exercise to the time the next 2-minute block comes around. If not, you just start immediately on that 2-minute mark back into the exercises. So these are a little bit different on the equipment and non-equipment side. So first one is 6 plank up downs. So you're gonna be in a plank position here, and you're going to walk yourself down and back up. And then try and alternate hands down first, just so you're not starting with the same arm every time. So 6 of those. Then you're going to do 6 devil presses. These are wonderful. Again, if you have the rounded dumbbells, you might not want to put your hands on the dumbbells when you do this. You might want to put your hands on the ground, but this is what a devil press will look like. So you're going to be here. Then I would always put my hands out to the side because I have a rounded dumbbell. Here, you're going to do a burpee, come up, and then press, okay? So here, burpee, press. It's kind of like a kettlebell swing and overhead press, okay? So I'll do it from the side, here, here, push up, here. If you can't do those guys, you can do squat thrusts and then just do a overhead press. Next is a dumbbell squat. So you're here for 6, and then V-ups. We did those last time. Those are where you lay down, come up into a V, or you can do accordion crunches, or take your hands away, or regular crunches, whatever you can do. I don't know why I just said it like that. All right, the non-equipment option. Same 20 minutes, same every 2 minutes. You're going to do the plank up downs, just like the equipment version, then a squat thrust, which we are familiar with, a jump squat, and V-ups. Now, for hustle number 4. I apologize in advance. I love you. I mean it. Truly, I mean it. You are going to, I'm just going to show you. Hopefully you guys can see this. There is, here we go. These are some exercises. And with each exercise, there is a number to the left-hand side. What you are going to do is you are going to complete each exercise for your telephone number, including the area code. So 518 would be our first 3 numbers, unless you don't have an area code from around here. But either way, you are going to do 5. I'm going to show these to you up close. We are going to do 50 high knees. Then we're going to do 50 bicycle crunches, and then 35 squat thrusts. So you see how that played out? 50 high knees, 518, 50 bicycle crunches, and 35 squat thrusts. And then carry on. Oh, it's gonna be so great. So I'm gonna go over anything here that I don't think we've gone over yet. Bicycle crunches are one of them. So you're gonna be here with your hands behind your ears, and you're just gonna crisscross. Try and come across to the outside of the knee. Really cross the body. Crunches, we know. Mountain climbers, we are here. We did these week 1. We have high knees. We have burpees, which we've done. Push-up, squat, thrust, V-up. It's gonna be wonderful, I promise. So anyway, that is it. That is week 2. Good luck. I'm sorry in advance.